Everybody, for another edition of Mech Arena. Um, going to be going through a few things. I don't know if anybody knows, but I know we've got a lot of new players playing now. So, just some of the things I wanted to cover. I don't know if people know, starting out, because unless you go into it, you might not know. So, one of the things I thought was pretty cool when I first started this is this right here. If you look at it, it's got a three-dimensional kind of view to it. So, for those who may have phone issues, graphic issues, stuff like that, know that you can come up here, click your image that you pick, and then go into your settings. And if you come down here, you've got three different graphic qualities. I will tell you guys this. This 100% changes the quality of the graphics. For instance, let's go ahead and go into good, and let's switch on out of here. And as you guys can see by looking at it, our pixels per bit is a lot different, but it may help your phone when it actually comes to gameplay. So let's go back into here, and then go into high. Know that when you go into good, which will help your gameplay if your phone can't handle the game as much, maybe it's going real sloppy when you're actually doing gameplay, this is how you kind of help your phone out so it doesn't have to process the higher graphic quality, okay? But know that if you go just into the good, when you do this, it disables your shadows. What are shadows? Shadows are what you can see when you're actually playing the game. So yeah. Okay, so yes. Know that if you do that, you're not going to see the shadows. Now, the shadows... Okay, so yeah. You are not going to be able to see the shadows when you play. Know that if you do that, when you're trying to get around a corner, you're using a Zephyr or using the disc launchers, it's always good to see those shadows. So that's what's good about those, because you can see around the corner, okay? Now let's go into high. That'll initiate being able to see shadows, but again, you're going to get a higher quality of picture. Now let's see, when we turn this around, you guys can see how this actually looks. Now me personally, I run my settings off ultra. When you do that, you will also get this bloom FX also. I would not recommend using it if your phone cannot handle good quality. Now let's say you're still having issues, you can go here down to the frames per second limit. I go with a 60. I've done a no limit frames per second. If you have a higher quality phone, I would go with this, but the 60 frames per second. And this is how fast it's going to be able to handle, the fast movement that you're doing. Again, I wanted to touch on something else. For those that are using snipers, and let's say you're having an issue, the screen moves too fast, you want it to go slower so you can get those sniper shots, because it is, you do need a good level of accuracy, and being able to, with your hand, move it. If you're having an issue with that, you feel like you're when you're moving your sniper weapon, it's moving too fast, come down here to the camera sensitivity and go ahead and lower that for whatever is your level. Now I run mine on a 60, which is a little faster. As I get better at this game, because I don't say I'm a pro or anything, I probably will have that up. That just lets you, if you're a really fast player and you can really handle being able to move, and and a lot of people can put up that camera sensitivity, and it'll help you a lot. But for those that are having issues with that sniper, know that you have the ability to come in here and bring that down. Now you might be asking, Antonio, why are you coming and letting us know this, because a lot of people don't know. Unless you go in here, you probably never ever will know. Okay, so this is just one of those informal messages to say, hey, if you're having an issue with your game, you know, it's hard to snipe, the camera's moving too fast, come in here and know that you have the ability to do this. And then you can put on your vibration. For some reason I had it off. Frames per second and ping indicator, you know, you have that, and then you have your volumes on here. With that being said, you know, also in here, a lot of people don't know, but you can come in here and you can see your battle log. The cool thing about here is when you go into here, you can go in here and see your personal, who was MVPs, and you can look at what they are rolling with weapons. Now, the good thing about this, let's say you see somebody with really good gameplay, and you're like, man, that guy is great. I wonder, you know, what he's rocking and rolling with. I mean, everything is basically, you know, you see what it is. You know, you won't see the pilot implants, but you know, when you're fighting them, you can see their implants. But at least here you can see what, you know, they're rolling with. You know, and you know, it's always good to have that so you can keep track of, you know, your battle score if you're one of those that wants to see that. Oof, I was having a bad time yesterday. But you know, I don't ever claim, and I will never ever claim to be the best player here. Okay, but yeah, this is where you can go into your battle log and look at, you know, how you've been doing and whatnot. So that's that there. And then obviously, as you guys know, this is your top part for your profile, and it shows, you know, your top mech. As you can see, mine is Tengu. Then you can see your win the battles, your tournament history. Now, if you click into your tournament history and your season division, obviously you can see more historical on how you've been. And then from here you have your achievement area. For those that really want to get these up and completed, it's always good to go in here and see what you still need to do. Last but not least, you know, looking at mechanics, you know, for some of you newer players, you can change the damage display in here. And you know, the good thing is I use the damage in ideal range, because if you're, you know, using it and you're seeing, oh, well, a lot of my hits aren't hitting, or they're hitting with zeros, usually that means you're out of range. And when it finally, well, it obviously doesn't hit the person, but if you get zeros, it means you're out of range. So this last damage display will help you guys out for those that might need that little bit of extra help. Okay, and then from there you've got targeting assist system, and you've got two different on there, just depending on what you want to do. And then, you know, I would recommend everybody to have this is the weapon reload system. You don't have to have it. I have it on there. You know, just depends on what you want to do. But you also got the swipe up on fire buttons, you know, for, you know, reload and whatnot. So those are just some of the things you can have in there. And you know, yeah. The last but not least is your settings. Make sure you go in there for a lot of you new players, and make sure that you're attaching your game to something that it will help you in case you lose your account. Meaning your Google account, your Yahoo account, AOL, if that works, I don't know. But that just helps, because I know if some of you have heard in my previous videos, I lost my original account, and because I did not attach it, that's the reason why. So remember that. Alrighty, so that's us just going over a few mechanics of the game. I wanted to put that out there because, you know, I know when I first started this game, I didn't know all the mechanics of the game. And it's just good to know for any of you guys that are new, that are playing it. And then if, like I said, your phones aren't, or being able to handle, and you get that really bad lag, glitchy, go into that frames per second area, and that'll help you out. But with that being said, let's go into here and see what we got going on. We've got a couple new things that have just opened up. We've got another specialization spree. Unfortunately, guys, you know, unless you have the mech, this is a Gatecrasher specific event, you know, where you can get blueprints, XP boost, a gold chest, and 10,000 credits, with the end being 300 A coins. I will say this to say that if you are free to play, like I said in my other videos, there is a way to get every mech you can. So don't be defeated by, oh, I can't get that mech right now, when, you know, some of us pay-to-play players have it. I do support the game, and I do put a little bit of money in there, probably way too much than I can afford. But I do it because I support this game and I support the developers, and I think they do an awesome game. And the only way for us to get new content, like I've said before, is to put a little bit of money back in there. I would definitely love some support for more viewers, you know, so that I can, you know, discover some more things. But at the same time, you know, I've kind of been playing this game for so long that I think if I rushed a lot of these mechs, it would ruin some of my gameplay and that I have in here, because I do like grinding on this game every day. But anywho, here's one of the events that just opened up. Now, mind you, these specialization sprees events open up quite often. So when you see an event come up, try to get them knocked out, because the prizes and stuff that they give in this game is pretty phenomenal, because A coins buys you everything, and so does credits. So do not moan or groan that, hey, I can't have this or I can't have that. This game basically gives you everything for free. Now if you're free to play, you're just going to have to grind a little bit more, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just know you're gonna have to be a little bit more patient. But with that being said, if we look at most of these event tracks that you have to do: spawn Gatecrasher and win 3 battles, kill 5 mechs with Gatecrasher, kill 15, kill 20 mechs, capture 15 control points, become MVP. Just know that these are all things you should be doing every day if you play this game the way that it should. And the reason I say that is, in order to get up in your division, which another one just opened up, and I slack on this a lot, because if you look at the number 3, 2, and 1 division, you go from 5,000 to 10,000. So from division 3 to 1, it jumps up a lot. But I see a lot of guys that for some reason, you know, the second, third day, they're getting up to that division 1. Now you can reset for coins. You can set your combat point limit, and I think it's once a day. Don't quote me on that. I don't do it very often, because I like to save my my A coins. I don't save them very good, but I do save them somewhat. And then moving on, we've got the Battlethon event. Again, you guys, the Battlethon is just like the specialization. They have these a lot of the times. You guys who are paying free to play, you know, you guys really make sure you guys are grinding on this at least, you know, 2-3 times a day, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on a lot of good rewards that'll get you everything that pay-to-play players like myself have. You know, so it's a cause and effect. We need both type players, because that's how we keep getting great content. But if you look at these same objectives, they're just like the specialization. Now the great thing and the way that these developers made this game is every objective helps another event out. What do I mean by that? Well, we just looked at the specialization spree, and the same objectives were there. So when you're doing this, you're actually cranking out more than one event. That's why, you know, I hear a lot of people bicker about, oh, Mech Arena, the developers don't give us a lot. They actually really do, because in one day you can make 300 to 400 A coins. Now you're not going to get that again until another 3-4 days. But again, that's every other couple days that you can get 3 to 4 A coins. And if you're smart, not like myself, because I'm not smart. I'm overzealous with my A-coins. You can save it enough to get every kind of mech you can. Now, I know Arachnoids was an event type, so don't quote me on Arachnoids for there, because you can't buy him. Bastion, obviously, you can't buy him just yet. Or like the latest 3. So, but you know, if you've been playing this game a while, like myself, you will come to find out that everything ends up being for sale for 8 coins. So just be patient, okay? With that being said, let's see, we've got a tag here. I haven't looked at it. Let's see what our friend has to say. Oh no, the guy already left. Oh, I totally did not. Oh, I feel bad. He asked me when I was going to be on. This is our buddy that showed us Bastion, which I super appreciated him showing us Bastion, because Bastion has just been awesome. So let me message him. I will be back home. Let's see. 4, 5, 6 hours. So I always try to get on here right before I go to work, and after I get done with work, I try to jam on here with you guys. You know, just message me on here, and we definitely can get some games set up. I do have a couple of my other streaming crew that I stream with. Jump on here from time to time, and you'll see them pop in here. The goal would be to try to get a crew set up, so come Clan Wars, we can have a team that knows how to play pretty dang good. But with that being said, let's go into here, and I think we'll do some tournament. Nothing too extravagant, because I've been trying to show more gameplay. Gatecrasher, I've been quite happy with Gatecrasher, despite, this is my only gripe. So I got Gatecrasher for $56, which is not bad, which means it comes out to about 7 event tokens. I usually do not ever buy the event tokens, because I never win anything. But I did with this one, and I ended up getting Gatecrasher, and I've been super excited. So I wanted to let y'all know, with his plasma, you can, do some just devastating damage with him. Now, the plasma, for those that, I wasted that, might know. Oh, he got me. You can either get it to stick to a wall, or you can, if you're good enough, got him. I think we got him. Look here. Bam. That got him good. You can have it actually, I didn't even see that guy run up on us. Oh, and somebody put that nice wall. I really appreciate you. No! Oh, well, I didn't get him. Oh, wait. What I was trying to show you guys is how you can really get that plasma to attach to them and whatnot. So another thing I wanted to throw out there is, so I've been using my disc launchers, which I used to hate disc launchers before I actually owned them. I have found, and this is just me, that using this mech with the disc launchers is the best. And the only reason why is that shield. His skill in itself does not have that long of a reset time, so you can really get it out there. And as your skill resets, you know, you can actually get your weapons to reset. So I'm just getting murked here because I'm not really paying attention. More or less trying to show you guys gameplay. You know, I tried yesterday switching up my mechs on different, you know, close quarters to long distance. My I guess advice to knockdown. to some people is I do team half and half. It's, you know, sniper you can use basically anywhere. You really can, but having, you know, a half and half team allows for you to be able to, you know, use any scenario that you may come up on any of these fields. Now, fields, you know, will be just close quarters. So once you figure out which field you're going to be playing in, so there it attaches to him, guys. But it, oh no, I did get him. That was a Zephyr that we got. Look at that guy. Did I get him? That guy got him. Also, if you you guys know, there, if you're not sure what app is, you can go into the actual screen and then track what map is on, so that fix your next for that tournament map, because it does change for that. And obviously having mortars now on certain snipers is not the best. Now for this map, I can roll with mortars. And I know a lot of people have gripes about the rocket mortars, but when it comes down to the last couple of days of tournament, I always say one thing: last most points, and then beginning of the tournament, you want to have a average amount of points to keep climbing to get the because hey, thanks, appreciate you. Different tiers give different rewards. First level tier only 50 coins. Like, you see this guy let me walk up and he was a nice guy. There goes the brick house. I've been noticing, you know, I know what it is. Maybe it's the year of the tanks, but I've seen a lot of brick houses coming up. Now, unfortunately, you know, if you buy a brick house, oh, let's see if we can get him. Did we get him? We got him. See? So that actually did pretty good to him if you can. It's a little to get the plasma. If you can, it does some pretty good damage. And the shields on there. So I've liked Gatecrasher out. So for those who are a good, what I would say tank attack mech, because it is actually an attack crossbreed. I think it is what I would be better crossbreed mech. I think we're going there. So there's a little bit of the Gatecrasher. I don't know if you guys would like to see Gatecrasher with different types and with different maps. Let me know. I'll definitely get that on there, so it gives you guys some ideas. You know, especially with you guys that are thinking, hey, do I want to spend the $41.99 for the disc launchers? Do I want to spend the $9 for this type? You know, because a lot of the legendary weapons that are up there, they do cost a little bit of money. Yeah, you can get them for 8 coins, but before you waste your money and whatnot, you know, we'll have those displayed here in the future, because I have wasted some quite a bit of money on some weapons that I just thought were totally trash and did not like. Now I see a lot of people using them. I'm sure once you get them up, they're good no matter what. But I know, you know, for instance, you know, 10 bought them. I was so happy. I was like, oh yay, the carbine 10s. Well, come to find out, you only get one carbine. That pissed me off. So yeah, remember, sometimes you buy this, they're not going to give you both. The missile rack 6s, I bought those. star-wise and where it's at, and for the weird way that it fires, I did not end up liking it. Missile Rack 8s I bought, I definitely like. I bought the 12s. I love the Missile Rack 12s. Unfortunately, and you guys need to know this for you that are going to be buying packs, know that on these Missile Rack 12s or these 12s, 14s, 16s type weapons, a lot of times you're only getting one side of the weapon. So you buy it twice, unfortunately. So just know that. You know, just like, you know, I bought Arc Torrent 6s. They're great, but as your mechs start getting up there, the power just dwindles. Now, lucky for me, I have Arc Torrent 10s and 12s, but like I said, when I bought these, I didn't know I was only getting one side. Thank you, Mech Arena. You made me so happy. But anywho, what I do have is I do have the EM Rifle 16, and again, I only got one side of them. Thank you, Mech Arena. But it's a pretty cool weapon. And once I get my mechs up with a little bit more power, we'll get probably an EM Rifle 16 with a railgun. Now I usually see the guys that are way higher on clan power. They're usually rolling with 2 EM Rifle 16s or 2 railgun 16s. But unfortunately, as you guys can see, you know, they are going to cost you some A coins, and they are going to cost you some money if you decide to pay. But again, you're only getting one side. So don't be mad and send the developers a message, I only got one weapon. Well, it only comes with one weapon. So, yeah. But that being said, that also we'll be looking at here in the near future, because I did get him and I do like him, Redeemer. I haven't been using him very much because I'm a glutton and I bought other mechs. I did what I tell you guys not to do, and that's buy as many mechs as you can and then not have enough resources to set them up. I might have done that. Oops. But we'll show Redeemer on some of them. I know I do have some videos, like 1 or 2 of him. Redeemer is super fast, so if you're looking for a good mech to replace that kill shot of yours, I would recommend Redeemer. He's fast, just like Killshot. I'm having a hard time breaking up with Killshot because me and her have been just great boyfriend and girlfriends, and I just don't really want to get rid of Killshot. Killshot was like here since the birth of Mech Arena, but unfortunately, as I get closer to end gameplay, which I'm still far away, you know, it looks like Killshot will or maybe even replaced. So we'll see on that, but I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't see a lot of Redeemers on the field just yet. Like I see Gatecrasher and Tang Yu and Redeemer and Bastion. Aegis is still new to me. You know, I see some more than others as it's going, as the events are happening, and yeah. So, but that's quick gameplay on that. You know, we will be on later on to play a couple more rounds of tournament. We are on Heat 4 of 6. And like I was telling you guys, for some of you that may or may not know, if you go into the guidelines and you go into here, this is a mode 5 versus 5 match. And here is the map contents of what days you're going to be playing what map. So I would always recommend when you guys go, before you guys start tournament, because I've done it a whole bunch of times, look at the map of what you're going to do and adjust your weapons accordingly, okay? And today, you know, is obviously a mortar day, which I don't have my mortars on. Let me hurry up and place them on. On the argument about mortars, know that when you start getting to the end of the heats, you're going to have a lot more people trying to get that 400 A coins that's given. So with that being said, I know you guys might get mad at mortars. Get the points where you can get them. You need to, because nobody really cares at the end. Yeah, somebody will get somebody will get frustrated and they'll go on here talking all smack about mortars and stuff like that. But, you know, they get you points. And I make a clear, argument when we go to some of the top players who, if you notice, they're rocking the mortars. So I just say that to end this, that rock mortars are they're for sure points. So don't worry about what other people are saying about, oh, mine is this, mine is that. If that's where you get your points from, use what you get points from. Just like I always tell people, not myself because I don't even listen to myself because I'm stupid. Try to focus on one mech at a time, get them all up, and then focus on other ones, and don't be a glutton like me. But anywho, we will be on for tournament later on. I appreciate you couple that have subscribed here. I know I only got a little. I plan to get bigger and get more content out there. I need your help to do that because, yes, you know, I had somebody tell me yesterday, they said, we think you're a little older. I'm like, gee, thanks. That made me feel really great because, yes, I am older. And no, I don't know how to make the best video play, but I try my best. So thank you, you young buck. You can learn from us old timers. But I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you for those that are on here playing with me. Darth Raven, thank you for subscribing to us. You guys, if you don't know who that is, one of my friends on here. He's a really good player. If you see us playing, know that you're playing with a good character. He's a good player. He knows how to play well. So I hope to see you out there. Like, subscribe, share to your friends. Let's get some more people on here, guys. And if I can get some more likes on my videos, that would help me out. I'm trying to push this up more so we can really get this Mech Arena page going. It's not a Mech Arena page specific because I do have some Rainbow Friends and some other funny things, but my other little guys in my little stream family also do this, so I have just a plethora of different things that I put on here. But thank you for your support. Like, subscribe. We will catch y'all later.